Unleash the power. Unleash the power.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ruckus Room. Today I'm here with Ashley and Len, and I'm super excited. I'm so glad you guys are in our studio today. For everybody who doesn't know, Miss Ashley is a local country singer, and I want to know, how did you get into country? Because I knew you way before the country singing, and now you're like Miss Thing around here.
It's crazy. I mean, I've always like country music. I am country. Like, I'm the definition of redneck and countryville, right? And I always sang too. Like, I sang, ever since I was like knee high to a grasshopper or whatever. That's what they say. But I was like horribly shy. I could not sing in front of people. And when I met Len, my husband here, LenEst Estevez, he was a musician, or is a musician. He's been writing songs and stuff, and he's a drummer. And when I met him, I would sing in the car or whatever. And then he heard that I used to like sing in church back in the day. And he said, baby, you've got to sing for me.
Look what you did, Len. Look what you did.
He created
a monster.
I was just about to say, he definitely did create this monster. And
But that's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing unless you wanted to be really busy.
We are like, it's crazy though, but we're so freaking busy, and we already have a business, and then, kids and everything, and then the music, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. But I remember the first time he got me up for karaoke, he was like, baby, you've got to sing in front of people or whatever. And I got up there. I was so...
Was this at Finn's? It had to be somewhere local. I was going to say.
Probably at Finn's.
Because Finn's, I remember their karaoke is like one of the hot places to go. So
right. And I was like, my microphone was shaking.
Would you get goosebumps or just say she's got to get out on the mic?
Yeah. I mean, you would just see people they would be captivated. And I was like, kind of like you were. I would read the crowd. Yeah.
Like, I guess so.
I just kind of read the crowd, and I was like, I got something here.
You want to get married? No.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was singing half the time. I would sing 80s rock and stuff. And
he did karaoke all the time.
I did karaoke, and I'm like, come on.
We're going to have to do that one night, like a karaoke night. That would be a fun podcast.
Yeah.
Have everyone come out there and do that.
Yeah. You could hear some strange stuff come out.
So you've been in a band. He's been in a band like a long time?
Oh, yeah.
A long time. Yeah, I'm involved with music for probably 30 years. Yeah.
Wow. So how is it different now with her?
It's a lot more manageable and a lot more easier to navigate than back in the day when you didn't have this social media and all that. So that's helped a whole lot.
But now he's you're managing though.
I'm managing,
and that's he used to play the drums. And
does he do drums for you?
Yeah.
No.
You did.
I did.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
But not now.
Oh, okay. So you have your own drummer now.
Right. So now he's like, tell him, you figure.
Yeah. No, it's just too much to do.
He's in retirement.
Between managing, co-writing, producing, social media, it just got way too much, and running sound and playing drums.
Oh, I'm sure.
It just overworked me, and I just said we need to just find a drummer, and we found a drummer.
Awesome.
And he's a great drummer.
Yeah, he's a great drummer.
And I'm so...
Tommy Boy.
Shout out to Tommy Boy. But I'm so lucky because, I'm not really a big Facebook I get on there like it's like my news. Like, I get on there in the morning and just scroll or whatever.
But you have to now.
But I don't. That's the beauty of it. Lynn does it, which is great. I mean, I get on there and answer messages and stuff, and but as far as like posting and stuff, I'm so lucky.
Well, nobody realizes how much time that actually takes, because I was like trying to tell Alan just this weekend, trying to do social media for our business, how long it takes up and how much time it takes up. Glenn, no one realized how much long content creation takes, or sharing stuff, or promoting your business, and it's the way of the world now. It's like that's how you get around.
That's how you get around.
You can, like, thousands of people can view this in a few minutes, where you couldn't reach that big large group before. Right. So you have to captivate them when you have it hot,
Yeah.
So
we'll pay good money for that.
Yeah. And you're lucky that he does it for you.
I know. All I got to do is sleep with him. It's crazy.
He doesn't seem to mind.
She hasn't gotten the bill yet.
So the Songwriter Festival is coming up this Wednesday. What would you like to tell us about it?
Well,
for people who have never been, can you explain to them what the Songwriter Festival is?
it is magical, is what it is. I mean, if you like music at all, country music especially, and the stories behind it. Like I'm a lyric person, you know, some guys, you know, females and males, they kind of differ. Like males just like to listen to the music most of the time, just like to listen to music. And if they feel it or whatever, women tend to always listen to the lyrics and the story behind it. So this festival is the songwriters of all these songs you're hearing on the radio. I'm talking about like today, all the big #1 songs. But you never hear the writers that wrote them. You just hear the artists that sing them. So these writers get up and they tell you the stories like, oh, I was in a Walmart and I saw this guy and it reminded me of a whatever. And then I wrote the song. Like Paul Overstreet was there one year and he told us how he came up with that song. My big green tractor.
Yeah.
Sexy on my tractor or whatever. And he was talking about him
Kenny
and his
Chesney song.
Yeah.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Thank you. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Paul.
You're fine.
But anyway,
we'll get it right.
So he was saying that he was with his wife in like a Lowe's or Home Depot or something, and he wanted this tractor and he saw it and he got on it and he was like, hey baby, you think my tractor's sexy? Blah, blah. And then he wrote the song.
That's awesome.
And then like another one, you know, Have You Forgotten, you know, when those towers fell, like that songwriter's there. Forgive me if I'm trying to remember who wrote it, but there's so many people, but like, and they tell you like why they came up with it and how they came up with it. And you're just amazed. I mean, I cry every year.
Well, this is a 4-day event?
4-day.
Yeah.
4-day event.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Do you
Sunday.
perform at all during this? Like, is there a certain time and day you perform so you can let the audience know?
Yes. So Wednesday, I've been rehearsing all day, so sorry my voice. But Wednesday at 5:00, I'm going on for the kickoff show at 5 to 5:55. It's me and Karen Staley, and Karen Staley she wrote Faith Hill, Let's Go to Vegas, and Take Me As I Am, and Keeper of the Stars.
Great songs.
Oh my gosh, like. These are like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, it is amazing. I cannot believe I had the opportunity,
it's like
right?
Yeah.
So we've been going ever since it first started. When was it? Like,
I don't know.
What, 5 years ago? I think it's like 5th year.
Yeah.
And
maybe longer. I don't know.
I remember the first one we went to, Len was telling me, we got to go. So we went and it was amazing. And Len was like, baby, I want to tell you something. He's like, you're going to be on that stage. You just wait. And I'm thinking, okay, baby, yeah, right. I mean, he has a tendency to film, but that's good. I mean, you got to manifest it, I guess.
Right.
You know,
you got to throw it out there.
And he's way better at that than me. But he told me that, and so we've been going, you know, just networking and listening and just being moved, and then all of a sudden this year,
you got a call.
I get a call, and they were like, hey, you want to perform? And I was like. I started crying immediately. I was like, what?
So how many original songs do you have right now?
We were going over that the other day. I mean, I'm losing count.
That's a good thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, some people write, you know, 3 songs a day.
Right.
Okay, you know, I mean, I'm not quite there, but how many songs?
Like we probably have, I'm going to say 14.
14 that are out?
No, I was going to say that are out, I'm going to say probably 10.
11?
10, 11.
Yeah, 10, 11.
Yeah, because we have other songs that they're just not completed. You know, they're in pre-production or
haven't been recorded or whatever.
They just haven't been.
You released an album though, right? Last year.
Yeah, well, it was my first. It was like
what was the name of
intro,
it? So
like EP.
What was the name of your album so everyone could, if they want to go to iTunes, they can listen to it?
No Lies.
No Lies.
Yeah, and it was just the first song that we ever wrote together. Collaborated. We wrote that song, so we just, you know, it was like an intro, like, hey, here I am. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet, but
you're getting around though, and everyone's starting to get your name out there, and you perform everywhere. Did you perform at Jeep Beach?
I didn't this
Not
year.
This year.
I was gonna say because I think you were there last year, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you do Bike Week, you do Biketoberfest, you do race weeks, you do a lot of different things, and you're always locally performing, correct? From what I've seen, it looks like.
And again, thanks to this guy. Yeah. I mean, this guy is like a freaking bulldog. I mean, he is just always on the phone. Like, hey, you got to book the, you know, and then we'll send them videos of our different performances that we do, and so that they can get like a real view of like what it is to be like at an Ashley Estevez show or whatever. And yeah, he does.
What else does she have coming up then, boss? Besides a music festival, is she going to perform anytime soon anywhere else?
Sunday, she'll be at the Roof in Daytona Beach.
The Roof?
Yeah, that's Main Street Beach Pier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on top of
That's
Joe's
so
Crab
fun.
Shack.
I love that gig.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the Hard Rock yet?
Oh yeah, we perform there every month actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go up there. I've never been up there to the outside bar and stuff. Everyone's like, you got to go to the top deck. I was like, I have to try it. Or the deck up there where they have the bar and they have the live music and stuff.
Yeah. Sessions is what they call it.
Yeah, we do the acoustic show there like every month. And hopefully we'll get in there with the full band. During the summer or this time of year, they have mostly tribute bands. So it's kind of hard to...
The band shell always does a tributes between May and September, pretty much. It's like for all the summer group that comes in. And then you got Rockville and all that stuff coming in. You guys go down there at all and hang out?
We have. I do. Yeah, because I'm a rock guy. So I like rock.
Hot though, man.
Last year was hot. There was people passed out.
Oh yeah, year. I remember how hot it was.
Yeah.
It's like insanely hot. You only go to the nighttime shows because you're gonna die during the day.
It was so hot.
I know. It was so humid. That's the thing that people don't realize.
And then, all the
and they're not hydrating the proper way when you go to Rockville.
Oh no, hydrating with vodka.
I saw some people tripping.
Yeah,
they looked like they were on something.
You're in Daytona, so exactly.
They were having a good old time.
They are.
So you own another business, correct?
We do.
We do.
Well,
I took her in as a partner.
Whatever.
What's the name of it?
I took over that baby.
What's the name of it?
It's Ashley Manufacturing and Sales. So Ash Len.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, creative, I like it. Huh? Creative, right?
Right?
Super deep.
So what do you guys do?
So we build this equipment called Lube and Go. It's an oil change system that
oh, how cool.
We fabricate and we install into vehicles, and then individuals can go out and do on-site oil changes, kind of like mobile car wash.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But, like a lot of the dealerships around, and and they have their own on-site service. You know, if you buy a vehicle, they say, "Oh, we'll come to you and change your oil." Well, our equipment is
set up for all that.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time it's actually in those vehicles.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I saw you guys had a fire a few weeks ago.
Absolutely.
And can we talk a little about how did that start? At your warehouse.
So we had a piece of equipment that failed, and it started a fire.
Yeah, we were actually working on a customer's job, which Len's been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's been doing this for 30 years. Like the Lube and Go name is like number one or number two or whatever, like nationally. You know what I mean? When you get into that field, I mean, it's kind of dorky for that to be your hobby, but so he's been doing this a long time, and it's just one of those things you never think will happen to you. But Jesus, we were sleeping.
So you just got a phone call?
Yeah. No, I got a phone call from the landlord. It says, "Hey, your place is getting toasty here."
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
we went over there and saw obviously that.
Oh, it was
rolled out of bed.
So the whole thing burned down with everything in it.
A lot. Yeah, we lost musical equipment. We lost a customer's vehicle. We lost a lot.
And we had just unloaded all of the musical equipment from our show that we did the night before, or the 2 days before. Yeah. I was like, "Baby, we need to get that stuff out of the van so that we can, we just get settled or whatever." So he just did that. And then the next morning, I remember when that happened, I was thinking, "Oh my God, did he unload the van? Did he unload the van?" And he did.
And all the equipment was in there.
And his drums.
Portion of it, my drums and all that.
DW drums. That was so sad.
It is something that we're reminded of every day. I mean, we are lucky that no one got hurt.
Yeah.
And all that, but
you lost
we
a
will
lot.
Rebuild.
Well, for everyone who doesn't know, I did see a GoFundMe on Facebook. Is it on your page that people can go to if they want to support the GoFundMe?
Yeah. Tonight we thought long and hard about that. It's just. We're never really one to, we're usually the ones trying to help.
When stuff like this happens, the community wants to rally together with its own and support you guys. So, I'm grateful and I'm thank you for having them set that up for you, because every little bit helps, and you lost everything in that, and including, like you said, stuff that meant something to you, like the equipment and, and your band stuff too.
I had drum stuff from the 80s.
Yeah, it's like
get that stuff back.
Sentimental stuff.
Yeah.
What about your mom's thingies?
Those are my chimes.
And I call them thingies, but they're chimes. Like
my high school girlfriend bought them for me.
thought they were your mother's. He's
No,
lying to me
no,
all
no.
these years.
Len, you've been holding it out. They're your moms or the ex-girlfriends.
They survive fires, hurricanes.
Is he a pack rat? I mean, he likes to keep stuff like that.
Sentimental stuff, yeah,
Sentimental, that's very sentimental.
Actually, no, he is a pack rat. Don't think about it. Like every
girlfriend's chimes. I don't know how I would do with that, but I mean, you're gonna have to explain that one later.
Yeah,
they are beautiful.
Well, now they're gone though, right?
Yeah,
they're still there.
Oh, they're still there.
Because I know the top part was made of wood, so I was
they're just charred.
No, everything's
a little bit of a black hue to it.
That's it.
Everything is. So we went to we've had shows this week, and we're going to unload equipment, and our hands are black. Like everything's black and stinky.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everyone go to Ashley or Len's page too and follow their Facebook so you can see their GoFundMe and help them out. And gosh, I really want to just start a podcast following you guys around because your birds are just watching you on social media with those birds.
Yeah. It's funny.
They talk, they dance, they do everything, and they're just like all over you all the time. Like,
oh, girl.
Len, how do you fight that? Like, I mean, that's their woman.
They're all over. Well,
oh, they like him too?
Oh,
well, I don't see him that often on there with the birds as much as you do,
Yeah,
Thank you for recognizing that.
I'm a bad bird parent.
Bad bird daddy. I'm always telling him he gets home, like, Len, you need to get your daughter and get her quick before I
How many
smack that
birds
little
do you
bird.
have?
We have 5.
And what else do you have? I know you have other animals. Don't
No,
you?
we had dogs.
We did
I
have
thought.
dogs.
Yeah,
they passed like 4 months of each other.
And so now you just want to keep out the bird lady.
Yeah, it's crazy how it started. Like, I've always wanted a bird. I've always thought they were really cool. Everybody watches the videos. Oh, yeah, I want a talking bird. But then you get one, and it's like...
and they say everything.
Yeah,
like everything.
and it started with one little parakeet, and that wasn't enough for me, and we didn't really bond, so I ended up rehoming that one. And then I got a little cockatiel, and I fell in love with that bird. I'm sure a lot of people on social media remember when Alvy, the love of my life, flew away.
Yeah.
It was in 2021 in September 22nd of 2021.
Don't you have a tattoo of that bird on you somewhere?
I do have a tattoo of a little Alvy right there.
Oh.
But he was the love of my life, and he flew away, and we were looking for him, everything, and so I got another bird after that.
Got Lucy.
And then he wanted his own bird, so he got a cockatoo, and then we ended up, and I'm like, oh my God, baby. And he wanted
Before you know it, you're the Amazon over there.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he wanted to get 2 more. He wanted to get 2. He's like, baby, these macaws need saving. I'm like,
yeah.
I am strapped.
They're beautiful
thin.
birds,
They
the
are
macaws.
beautiful.
They're just beautiful. Do you ever bring them out to your performances? Because like even in Daytona, there's a guy, and I know through Bike Weeks, he's a macaw guy, and he walks around. I'm sure you've seen him.
Well, macaws are different. So macaws are they're like little teddy bears. I know they don't look like it, but they are
wild as hell.
But the cockatoos are loud.
Yeah,
They're unpredictable.
Yeah.
They are cranky, and I have 2 of them, and they are both.
They're cranky.
They're my children, but they are little.
You sound like having a couple extra men at the house, girl. I don't know about that.
We had to build a little separate addition on our house because I'm like, dude, get these birds out of my all the time. I'm going crazy.
Oh my gosh. You guys should do a podcast show together, though. People would probably find it very interesting.
I'm sure they would find it interesting.
Len's like, I don't know if I like that idea.
We have an interesting life. It's always something for sure.
How do you guys get downtime? Like with everything going on, like do you get a little bit of downtime?
We just planned our first vacation that we're actually not working, gigging, recording. Because usually we plan the vacation around recording. We'll go to Nashville.
Always.
So this time we're like, you know what? We're really just going to just take 5 days off. And it's not like we're going to be gone very long, but we're going to take a little.
Go somewhere good? Staying in the country or?
We're going up to Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg. Oh, Gatlinburg's really pretty.
Yeah.
So you'll love it. When do you go to Nashville again to record?
It'll probably be summer or fall before we go
How
back.
exciting is that, Ashley? Like you went to Nashville to record.
No, I don't necessarily. Nashville's not really my.
Be careful.
Okay, I love Nashville. Don't get me wrong.
We love Nashville.
I love Nashville.
Len, we're gonna have to edit something.
Yeah.
No editing, because it's all true. Like I love Nashville. I don't think I'd want to live there. It's changed a lot. It's not like it used to be. It's very. A lot of people, everybody's wasted, which is great. I mean, Matanzas, everybody's wasted.
Well, every
you know
country
what I mean?
singer has a bar near now.
Yeah,
too.
and that's fine, but it's just not kind of like what it used to be. And I'm more of like a simple kind of girl, but I love where we record. So we record in Berry Hill at Pentabret Studios, and they are amazing. I mean, our producer is Smith Curry, and he produced the Shabuzi song.
Oh, I love him too. That's
yeah,
a
the
great
Tipsy
song.
song.
Yep.
We're like, and all these people, and he's so easy to work with. So, so yes, I love Nashville. I don't want to live there.
But you go there how many times a year to record?
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times a year.
And how many songs do you guys usually do when you record?
We try to do 2 at a time.
Okay.
And then we do some locally, but lately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have your own studio down here now?
We have a studio that we do mostly pre-production, and that's kind of like, before we finalize a song, we do it at home.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that's kind of like what we want, and then we take that and we bring it to our producer and we recut it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
When are you gonna do another album, do you think?
Well, we're always writing. I mean, it's just really
a full album. I don't know. We're maybe this year, maybe toward the end of the year.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I find the days of like releasing a full album are kind of, it's different now. A lot of people just release singles.
I noticed that.
And that's what we try to do. And then, as soon as we get like 10 or another 10 songs, we take all those singles and put them on like I want to do records to start selling.
They're
records,
really bringing records back. Like,
I know.
even at the bookstores, you can buy records now with the new songs on it with the record players. They have like the new I don't know, like I don't know how to say it. They're like, even like you don't even have to plug them in or anything like that. Like they're all just like I forgot what they're called, but I saw them. They're like these little mini players, and to see like new records with like Morgan Wallen and all these people, and plus the old ones from like the 70s and 80s and stuff like that too, you can get those also. It's just kind of refreshing. It's kind of cool that they're bringing some of that back. If they ever brought back a cassette tape, I think I would die.
Oh my god! Or an
I still have cassette tapes. I mean, I have a lot.
I listened to Bon Jovi in the 80s, and I never let that cassette go. It's so crazy.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's be real. You actually have what's the one before the cassette tape? Forgive me. What's the one? What's it, like a 8-track or something?
8-track.
Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm. So you can go ahead and tell him.
No.
Hey, he's got collector's edition items. Like you said, he likes to keep stuff.
I've got a lot of cassettes.
Who is the coolest celebrity that you've ever met? Or
I'll let you go because I haven't met many.
I
know who I'd want to meet.
I would say probably Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
What about you, Ash? Who's a celebrity that you've met so far that you were just like kind of starstruck?
Well, Sean Parr's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
I met him at the Songwriters Festival.
Who would you like to meet?
Randy Travis. Oh my God. I would give anything to meet this man.
Seriously?
Yes.
Out of everybody?
Out of everybody in this world.
What about you,
literally.
Len? If there's somebody you can meet that you haven't met yet.
I got a list.
Oh, you got a list? Oh, I'm sure you do.
See, he's a starstruck person.
Yeah.
Like
I try not to be.
Oh my God.
So when you go to Nashville, you don't see anybody?
We have.
Yeah, you see
we
people.
saw Old Dominion. They would walk right by us.
Oh, that's so cool.
Playing out
and Len's the type of person to be like, look, we gotta wait. And I'm like, baby, give them a minute. We're just
you have to plan it.
People.
Like if your tour bus is somewhere and
he'll hang by that tour bus for hours.
Looking for somebody.
You would.
Don't sell them out like that, Ash.
I know you would. I'd be like,
Len's like, damn, they all know my secret now. They're going to go follow me.
We've met people that way.
Yeah, I know. You know what? You know how to do it.
Yeah,
so why
absolutely.
not?
I met Tyler Hubbard a few years ago at the racetrack.
I did meet him too, yeah.
Well, and didn't you know the other one from Florida Georgia Line, Brian Kelly? He grew up
Brian
there.
Kelly.
I played soccer with his sister. Like, it's so crazy to be like, I grew up and we played on the same soccer fields and all this stuff, and then that little kid that I remember is Florida Georgia Line. It's so crazy.
But the thing is that like the reason why I'm the way I am, it's a lot different than the way Len is I mean, they're just people,
I mean, put our pants in the same way. No, I don't think so though. There's just something else about them.
I guess it's
they
like
just got
different
a lot more
strokes.
money.
I know, right?
They
got a lot of cool toys. And
well, they're not gonna give me any of it, so
you never know who they know though that can.
That's the difference. Like I'm in it for to meet them as a person, but you know, and get some connections. But as far as like, oh my God, you know, groveling at their feet
even
or whatever.
But even like, think of like his circle, since your life has changed, from when I first met you to now, how your life has changed so much, and the amazing people and group of people, just in Flagler Beach that you met locally, doing what you're doing. Yeah. It's like a family within a family.
It's a whole new world.
It is.
It really is.
And it's so exciting, and every day is different.
Oh, yeah.
And you never know what's going to come,
oh,
you know?
No. Yeah. And I've gotten a lot better from the beginning days, you know, being scared to even go up on stage.
Yeah, how did you break that? You know? How did you I am quiet?
I just did it.
And you just, so when he first brought you out and you had to go on stage for the first time, did you shit yourself?
I was pretty close.
Need a couple glasses of wine to get on there?
I was just feeding her lemon drops.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
how many did you have?
He did tell me.
We're not talking about karaoke night. We're talking about actually getting on stage.
I'm talking about that.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
That's what we're talking about. He's like,
where was your first concert at?
Well, I did a little a show in the city of Palm Coast, like right there, but near the movie theaters and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, Town Center.
Yeah, I did it for a friend of mine. She had this event, and so I got up there with just acoustic thing, but even that, and it wasn't even really a show because people were walking around, but my voice was on all the speakers in the park. And so in my mind, I'm freak out.
Yeah, because everyone in town can hear you.
Yes, and so I was really scared. But
if you miss that note, it's like, ah.
Yeah, and I remember I dressed up. Oh, God, it's so funny.
When was your first bar gig? Was it Finn's?
When was it? It probably was, actually.
Open mics. We ran an open mic for a while.
Yeah, really? And that helped, too.
So that was...
Oh, yeah.
Because
that was their boot camp.
Yeah, that was my boot camp.
That's such a great idea, Len. People that want to get started in it, just run your open mic night and build your confidence that way.
And a lot of people do here in Flagler Beach. We're lucky to have that here in Flagler Beach, the open mic nights at Tortugas and stuff.
How cool is it to have fans though, and then notice you in public when you go out to the store and stuff? Even when I told Alan, I don't belong doing this. This was not in the plan, and I was out at Target and in the hospital and I was sick, and somebody was like, "You're on that show that we watch from Flagler Voice, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah." And then you sit there and realize you're like, we are getting around. People are starting to notice who we are and stuff, and it's kind of crazy. But
it's cool, right?
Yeah, you got fans everywhere now, though. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it is really cool to run into people, and they'll be like, "Oh, Ashley, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, Ashley Estevez, you sing, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, thank you for noticing." What
did your son think about it?
He's proud of me.
That's
He's
awesome.
proud of me. He's always wanted to sing too, so but he lives.
He'll try to sneak up on stage at times.
He does. And sometimes I let him.
You'll see him creep over, kind of.
Hey, I'd be like, "Come on out there, kid."
And I let him sometimes. He's a good boy. But it's been a whirlwind. It really has. It's been crazy.
Yeah, but it's so fun. Good. Yeah, and like I said, you're meeting so many cool people, and I see your name everywhere, and you're the performances. If anyone wants to go see Ashley, go see her Wednesday night at what time?
5:00.
And that is at Town Center for the Songwriter Festival. Are you gonna,
it's at Daytona Community College.
Okay, and so the amphitheater.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna sing at all any other nights or just Wednesday night?
Just Wednesday night.
And then when's your next?
I think that's all I can handle. Sunday, the Roof, right?
Sunday at the Roof.
And then the following week, where can they see you at? Are you gonna do anything for the Ormond Festival? I think it's May 17th, that beer fest down there.
I don't think so.
Maybe you should go to it. I saw it today. It was on from 1 to 4.
I never know what I'm doing.
Yeah. You go with the flow,
I literally, sometimes a day, there was like, "Baby, what we got a show." I'm like, "Oh, crap, I didn't even know we had a show." So
who am I playing with?
Hey,
but all of it's
he's a good secretary.
Yes, very good.
Poor Len.
All of it, he's so good on Facebook, Instagram. It's always up there.
Well, I
always
have a little card here. Yeah. I'm gonna hold it up for everybody so you can see it on camera. And I don't know, Alan, if you can see it right there.
We have a website.
And then on the back side. So everyone can see. You guys can go to their pages and follow Miss Ashley and Len. And thank you guys so much for coming in today. And I definitely want you guys to come back and hang out and tell us what's going on, how your Nashville trip was and everything. And
I'll bring Coco.
Oh, yeah. Bring the bird. As long as it don't fly everywhere.
No, he's good.
Oh, okay. Because I'm terrified of birds.
He might do a lot more talking than we do, though.
Oh, my gosh. That'd be kind of cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in, and have a great day. And we'll see you guys next week on the Ruckus Room.
Thank you.